What's up, guys? Mecha Ish here from TMNT. Out of the shadows, I got BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY. Let's do it. Welcome back, guys, to another action figure review, and I got a twofer for you today from the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows movie. None other than BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY. That's right, Shredder's favorite henchmen are making their return to the big screen, and we got them here in action figure form, getting a good look of how they will appear in the TMNT 2 movie. Very cool. And you know, if you've seen my review on the Turtles from this TMNT 2 movie, plus if you remember the way they looked in the first Michael Bay movie, it kind of deviated in look and style from the classic 80s cartoon, which, you know, we all know and love, whereas BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY look very similar in look and style to the way they appeared in the 80s cartoon, which gets me very excited. And, you know, you got BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY. I couldn't do an individual. You know, they're BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY, like peanut butter and jelly, like spaghetti and meatballs. I think I'm hungry. Let's talk about the box. So we got standard blister card packaging here with a great look of each figure. You see BEBOP, ROCKSTEADY right there looking amazing. Got the names BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY. And we have nice image on the top right of all four turtles. And then you have, of course, the logo, Out of the Shadows. And nothing really going on in the side here. And we toss it over to the back, and you have a great cross-sell of all the figures in this movie line. So stay tuned. I will be posting a video of all of them. And New York City, an old menace returns. New mutations arise. The ultimate showdown approaches. Our heroes must rise up again to save the city they love, even if it means exposing themselves for who they truly are. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright, BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY outside of the packaging, and they look great. Like I said before, very reminiscent of the way they appeared in the 80s cartoon. And I have the re-releases of BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY, still sealed. I haven't opened them yet, but I will. But I just wanted to show you guys the likenesses of what I'm talking about. So I'm really appreciating Michael Bay finally trying to stay true to some kind of form instead of making his own, you know, his own character designs and all of that. BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY from this TMNT Out of the Shadows movie. I mean, look at BEBOP here and look at BEBOP from the original 1988 toy line. You can see we still have the goggles, we have the mohawk, he's rocking the vest, and he has the black pants. And we have ROCKSTEADY here. We have the fatigue, the army fatigues. We have his little army cap there with the goggles. Even though this one has his ears popping out of front, whereas this one has his ears off to the side. But instead of a black shirt, we have a black vest. So very similar, a good throwback to the classic cartoon. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, and you can see they're lighter in color. But just, you know, they look like BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY, which is great. Yeah, so you see the likeness there to the original figures. And I just love the paint apps. I love the look of the warthog here of BEBOP with his big gut. This is humongous. I mean, they look formidable. Standing, well, you see here, ROCKSTEADY is a little taller than BEBOP, and ROCKSTEADY is just under the 5-inch mark. About the same height, if not a little taller than Donatello, or around this, you know, probably just right around the same height. Right under that 5-inch mark. So together, BEBOP and ROCKSTEADY are a formidable team, and they look like they can definitely stand with the four turtles. Let's talk a little bit more about everyone's favorite warthog. Well, maybe Pumbaa is, but in the TMNT universe, we all love BEBOP. And we have BEBOP here with his iconic look. You saw how well he compares with the original release of BEBOP. We have here his pink eyeglasses, his nice visors there. You see that with the little slits so he can see. Now, if you look at his eyes, if you can see the eyes right there, they are unpainted, matching his pig flesh tone. Let me move his crowbar there. And as you see, he comes with a crowbar, which I'm going to remove. Slides into his hand nicely. And he also comes with his chain. So he is loaded, ready to take on the turtles. Now, you can also see very well the texturing on his skin tone, on his flesh. You can see all the textures and the sculpt work done. It's not just a smooth plastic. As you saw in my previous video of the turtles, they also have similar texturing and sculpt work on their skin. So when you hold these guys, they feel different. They're not the smooth plastic, which is great. You can see here his pink beard. He actually has a beard. And it's all pink, of course, right? That ooze made his hair all pink. This is cool. I love how his mohawk goes all the way down, actually comes down his back. And look at that little piggy tail. He has a little pigtail. And he has his pants are right under the pigtail, so I wonder how much crack he's going to be showing in the movie. And that's great. It's so cute. But look at the sculpt work and texturing here on his vest. You can see all the little spikes, the texturing there. It's, oh man, good job, man. They really put a lot of effort into this sculpt, which is impressive, you know. Again, with these movie figures, it's like they go all out. They have all that extra movie money for the budget, right? And they probably throw it all into the action figures, which I am so happy with. That's probably not true, but I want to believe so. We have his necklace here with the bow necklace, which looks nice and nicely painted. I love his gut. I love how different he looks and how wide his upper torso is and his middle torso. Look at that belly. Oh my goodness. I mean, he is a pig, right? And I love this little tattoo or whatever the heck that is, that red fireball looking thing. Now we go on down to his forearm piece here, and you see it's nice brown plastic there. And then we have a lot of spikes, but it looks like, let me see if I can get this in better focus for you guys. There you go. You can see it's like they ran out of silver paint because there's so many darn spikes. So not all of the spikes are, you know, painted with the silver, but that's okay. I mean, the same deal with his right. His right forearm looks like they actually used up all the paint here. Found some missing pieces. And you can see there his hinges are not painted. I mean, the joints aren't painted, but that's okay. Now take a look at his sculpted ring there. That's pretty nice. I don't know if that's a B. Most likely it's a B for Bebop, right? I mean, when he punches the turtles, maybe he wants to leave a little piece of the alphabet to remind them who hurt them. We got his belt buckle or pants buckle. I don't think he's wearing a belt. And we have the nice solid black pants, which also have some spikes and rhinestones, whatever the heck they are. And they are also painted with a little silver. And down here, you got some more spikes that are not painted. But it's okay. I mean, a great look. Again, a nice throwback to the figure. Now, let's take a look at Rocksteady here. And again, I'm loving the texturing of his skin. They did a great job with the sculpt. And if you can see here with his head, look at that head sculpt. You see all the little wrinkles and the texturing they placed on that sculpt. So they put a lot of effort into it. And you see his eyes are painted with a little dab of the black pupil there. And I like that rhino horn. Let's take a close look at that rhino horn. And you see how the rhino horn is painted. It's not just the same paint as the skin tone. It's actually painted to look like a piece of bone, like a rhino horn. It looks pretty awesome. And his hat, helmet, I think it's more of a hat, with the goggles. The goggles are unpainted, but I do like the green color that they use. So this is a cool look at the upcoming rhino figure from the movie. And I love this gunmetal gray. It looks like a metallic gunmetal gray. His vest with the rhinestones going on there. You have the RS, his sweet logo. We go into the back and you can see the shine on it. But it says Ion Fisk and a logo in the back. So that could be something to do in the movie, another organization, but we'll have to wait and see. And then we go on down. He also has a little tail. He has a little tail, so his pants don't go all the way up, but he's not going to be showing as much crack as Bebop over there. But very cool. I love the musculature of his arms. I mean, he's a big figure. He's a bigger, bulkier figure, so that's pretty cool. He's all tatted up on the right arm, nothing on the left. Let's see what kind of tattoos he's rocking. On the top, he has a skull with a crown. I mean, of course, right? And then he has a Triple H looking logo there. Oh, speaking of which, this guy is going to be played for you WWE fans out there. Sheamus from the WWE will be playing Rocksteady. And that's funny, Sheamus is rocking the mohawk right now. So you would think he'll be playing Bebop, but nope. He's going to be playing this guy. So that's funny. He got a little Triple H tattoo over there. And then we have a cross, so a sword on flames. I mean, why not, right? And if you see here, look at his wrist. There you go. You see his wrist. Both wrists have these bracelets sculpted in, but they're unpainted. But, you know, that's very minor. Still a great look. And speaking of tattoos, he has this huge flame-looking black flame going from the underside of his belly. See that? And it's sculpted in. You can feel the texturing. You can feel the sculpt work there. And up top, he has his gold chain, rocking the gold chain. Why not? And I like that he has the big belly also. Not as big as his buddy BEBOP, but it's a big one. And we go on down, you see the brown belt painted nice and even. The belt loops are not painted the same as the army fatigues, but they are there. But I do appreciate that they actually painted that line across the belt. And then he has his nice golden brown, green fatigue pants, cargo pants. And you see here he got a chain on his hip. BEBOP also had a chain on his black pants. But these little tiny chains, even though they're sculpted in, they're not painted in. That's okay. At least here his pegs matches the color of his pants. And then we go down to his nice brown combat boots. So now take a look at his brass knuckles. It says your face, your face. So place your face there. So you know what he's going to do with those brass knuckles. Such a tough guy. Such a tough guy, Rocksteady. And of course he comes with, as I showed you at the beginning of the video, he has his sledgehammer here. Again, a sledgehammer. I mean, it's Sheamus. He's rocking the sledgehammer. I mean, you would think they casted Triple H for this role, right? Unpainted sledgehammer, by the way. And then we also have his Negan-like baseball bat with the barbed wire sculpted in there. You can see that, but the barbed wire is not painted. But still, two very cool accessories. He's going to do some damage. And that is my boy, Rocksteady. Alright, we're going to... Rocksteady, put the weapons down. Alright. We're going to be talking about articulation. I'm going to use Rocksteady here. He and BEBOP share the same articulation points. But, you know, let me show you real quick with the head. We got left and right rotation. I mean, you have these gigantic head sculpts on both BEBOP and Rocksteady. So they're always kind of looking up. You know, they're always, their chin is up in the air. Their nose is up in the air. So either way you turn it, it's always going to go like that. Unfortunately, there's no range of motion where you can make them look downward. But that's pretty much it. It's the same thing with the turtles, but the turtles have much smaller heads. But going down, there's no ab crunch, but we do have a waist swivel. Yes, so BEBOP and Rocksteady already have 1 point of articulation over the turtles. The turtles, you know, with their shells, there was no waist swivel at all. Here we have rotation at the waist, which is great. And going up to the shoulders, we have the hinge, which goes up that high and goes down to the side without a problem. And rotates 360 degrees. We have a single jointed elbow that also rotates. And then we have a rotation at the wrist. Going down to the legs, now you can see the hinge right here on the side of the hip. Kicks up like that. So great flexibility for the big guy. And he does have a little foot stomping 300 style kicking action. We have a single jointed knee which also rotates, and we have, just so you guys know, peg holes at the feet for the accessories, the play sets, and the vehicles that'll be coming out for these guys. Now I got BEBOP and Rocksteady here versus the Turtles, all from the TMNT, Out of the Shadows. And these are great looking figures. I'm excited to see this movie, and you can see how big BEBOP and Rocksteady are next to the Turtles. So this is going to be a great battle. Good luck, Turtles. But yeah, this is so cool. So much fun to collect these guys, and I have a ton more coming your way. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out another video. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Again, for the upcoming TMNT Out of the Shadow movie figures, this is Mecha Ish. You know what to do. Peace.